What's up, everybody? Your hometown road trip crew is coming to you live this week from Elberton, Georgia, which happens to be the granite capital of the world. Today I have Bentley with Hunter Granite, and Bentley, we appreciate you taking the time to spend with us today.
Thank you for coming, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the operation you guys do here.
What we do is we get it straight from the ground. Most of the time around here, Oglethorpe and Elbert County is the Georgia Gray. And then we get stuff from all around the world too. We make monuments, pet markers, memorials, whatever somebody might need.
And about how many monuments can you get out of a piece?
Oh, it depends on the size. We get a lot of small ones or a few big ones. So
a few big ones like that.
Yeah.
And from start to finish, about how long does that take?
Well, it takes a day to saw it, a day to polish it, and a day to cut it. So about 3 days.
And Moo-Moo's got to know, do you know anything about RC Christian?
I do not. Nothing. Zero.
Zero?
Zero.
All right, what's the next step?
We'll take you inside and show you where we start at.
If you got a problem and nobody can help, and you can find us, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
Hey, in all seriousness, I'm Brian with A-Team Renovations, and I want to tell y'all a little bit about what we can do for you. It don't matter if you need hardwood flooring, one room painted, or a full house remodel, we got you covered. Number's 864-940-4915, and you'll love it when our plan comes together.
When you need a tree removed, you need someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. Licensed and insured for your peace of mind. Free estimates because cost counts.
Hi, I'm Melanie McCollum with Lumberjack Tree Service, servicing the Anderson and surrounding areas. We're fully licensed and insured and ready to handle all of your tree service needs. You can reach us at 864-642-7705. No job is too big or too small.
Our very first step, once we bring in the blocks, we take them to the big saw, which is, we can saw 4 foot in height and about 14 foot long. Come on over here. We program the sizes that we want in it, and this is what it'll look like when it comes off the saw. And the step that you've seen to begin with, this is what it does to it. You go through like 5 stages of bricks and a buff, and that's what it looks like in the end. That'll give you the gloss. This particular one comes from Virginia, and we use quite a bit of that.
Okay.
This is South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
That is from Africa, and this black comes from India.
It's a big old operation, folks. I tell you what, and like I say, the majority of this stuff is used for tombstones, headstones.
Great.
Big operation. I never realized that it took all this to go into making that. And what you see is from outside is straight out of the ground. And I did not realize that the colors came from the different countries. So definitely learning a lot here.
This is the guillotine.
Guillotine.
It breaks the granite into the sizes we need, and then we'll take it down front and still cut by hand.
And this is what step in it? Or is it a step?
It's a step.
It's a step.
We lay everything out here to break the sizes we need.
Okay.
And then we bring it down front. This is where they polish the ends and the tops. This is the saw that makes the joints so you can stand the rock up in the cemetery, the smooth part. This is the machine that puts the tops on. It's called a profile. It'll follow, you take a wood pattern, you put it in the slots, and it'll follow whatever pattern you're trying to make. Mostly serpentine tops. All right, and all the cutting is done by hand. They have not made a machine that can do it yet.
Start to finish, how many man hours do you have in a finished product?
I probably don't want to know. I have no idea. It depends on what you're cutting. It just takes days to get it to this point, you know, with the slabs and the sawing and the polishing.
Now the thickness of this, is there like is there a standard for how?
Mostly 6s and 8s.
Okay, 6s and 8s.
We do a lot of 4s for flat marker cemeteries, but mostly 6s and 8s.
Approximately how much does that weigh?
630.
So with the majority of your business, does individuals come to you because?
No. Mostly everything, probably 75% of what we do goes to Texas and Oklahoma. And then we have some in Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, just different. We only sell to retail monument shops.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But now I will do stuff for friends close by.
Yeah, he offered to do Ricky's monument. So, Mr. Bentley, man, we appreciate your time here.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming.
I definitely had no
Thank you for
idea
having me.
that an inkling of that went into making the monuments, and you said this is a small operation
Very, very
to consider.
small. Yes.
We appreciate your time, man, and I believe we're going to get with your son Hunter to see a completed monument in hopefully Iowa.
Okay.
I do believe we got to probably drag Hunter down that way. Might have to.
More than likely. Greg told y'all we were coming by to hang out with him and see a beautiful monument that he put up right here in downtown Iowa next to the gazebo. Hunter, thank you for being with us today, man.
Thank y'all.
Okay, so your business is Upstate Memorials.
That's right.
Please let us know, what all do y'all do, guys?
So we get pretty much the finished product. Y'all saw Dad set up.
And you get stuff from your dad?
I get stuff from
That's
Dad.
awesome.
Yep. So we pretty much get the finished product. I design everything, so it starts from meeting a family, designing it, kind of setting up what they want,
Right.
personalize the monument. We go from there, from a computer screen. I send it to another place to have the stencil cut, and from the stencil, and then Dad gets the sizes that I need as far as the monument size. Then they make the monument there in Dad's plant. The monument's then made and then taken over to sandblast. Everything's sandblasted, or some people want like a porcelain picture. They want some etching, and the etching is like the boots and stuff here on this. So we pretty much customize it ever to how they want it.
Right.
And then we get the finished product after I get everything set up with the monument and stuff. We get the finished product. And then I take the finished product and set it wherever that is it needs to go.
Yes, sir.
So we go from actually designing it on the computer to setting it in the ground.
And the folks at Star Mart and Star want to thank you guys. Y'all worked on a project for us recently that we wanted to make sure that we gave you big shout outs and thank you for it. But with that being said, man, y'all need to come see this monument in Iowa. This thing is amazing. Is there anything else you want to tell us about Hunter?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we got him down here for the whole 45 seconds of this to show you the monument. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Is your grass overgrown? Is it so high it makes you want to groan? A cut above lawn care and landscaping is just one phone call away. Licensed and insured, A Cut Above Lawn Care and Landscaping has over 35 years of turning out-of-control backyards into barbecue-ready oasis. Give the professionals at Cut Above Lawn Care and Landscaping a call at 864-221-1131. Looking for top quality custom apparel and signage for your business or organization? Trust the experts at Brady Screen Printing and Embroidery.
This is Kay Gray of Brady Screen Printing.
Trust the experts at Brady Screen Printing and Embroidery.
Yes, sir. Would you like screen printing or embroidery?
From custom t-shirts and hats to promotional signs and banners, our experienced team can create it all.
Just let me know how I can help you out. Thank you, sir.
Give Cade Gray a call today at 864-617-8999.
What's going on, folks? On this episode of Hometown Road Trip, we are here in Elberton, Georgia. We got Kristen Payton here with us, and she is a Bigfoot hunter. Now, if anybody knows me, we know that I already work for Bigfoot, and that's Jackie Harrell. Everybody's heard of him, but nobody's seen him. But you're talking about the actual
Bigfoot.
Okay, so I have to know this. How did you get into being a Sasquatch hunter?
Right, so it all happened when I was 16 years old. Had a sighting on my parents' property not expecting to see a Bigfoot. I was actually going out to look at eagle nests with my friend, and we had something come towards us in the woods. Large, massive creature. It wasn't a human, it wasn't a bear, just a hairy, huge creature.
A hairy, huge creature in the
hairy,
south.
huge creature.
Are we not sure it couldn't have been Billy Bob or somebody like that?
We've thought about that, but Billy Bob was mighty big.
Okay, so we're ruling out Billy Bob because it was that big.
It was that big.
So how long have you been doing this?
Close to 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So where all have you been looking for Bigfoot in the area?
I have been all around Elbert County. We've had multiple reports in the area. But our group actually travels Alabama, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina even.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's the last thing we need is Bigfoot to be moving into South Carolina. We've got all these other people from up north moving in. That's the last thing we need.
Why not add Bigfoot into the mix?
Okay, sorry guys if y'all are new. We love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. We're going to invite y'all and Bigfoot to the next Cover Dish dinner, matter of fact. So what is the group that you work with?
So I work with North Georgia Cryptid Researchers and also Anomalous Studies and Observation Group.
Okay, so you were telling me you have cast of Bigfoot footprints. Can we see this?
Of course, of course. So for starters, I will show you what I do believe is a small juvenile Bigfoot. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you actually have 5 toes here. And this was on side of a creek bed on my parents' property last year, where almost the same area where I had my sighting at the age of 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that one's like a really, really,
Yes.
really Bigfoot. Can we see that
We
one?
can.
Oh my.
Now, this is a Bigfoot.
That, could you imagine how big the animal was that had to put that? Oh.
I know. And I do understand it is hard to see, but you can actually see and even feel the toe impressions. And you have a mid-tarsal break here, which is a classic among the Bigfoot prints.
Oh, wow. So are y'all expecting to find Bigfoot? Okay, I have to ask this. I mean, you know, everybody goes hunting because they expect to find something.
Yes.
What is it gonna be like when y'all actually discover Bigfoot?
Oh, wow, that will be amazing. I can die happy.
All right. So is there anything else you want to tell us about the...
There's, just be on the lookout when you go out in the woods. There's not only Bigfoot creatures out there, but also other dangerous animals. So never go alone in the woods, and when you go, keep your eyes and ears open because you never know what you may find.
Good advice. So I'm gonna see if you can tell me anything about this. We were down here, and obviously we would have went and seen the guide stones, but they've gotten taken out.
They're a little blown up right
They're
now.
a little blown up right now. With you being in the area, have you heard any rumors or anything? What was the rumors y'all heard?
Of course, we heard lightning strike.
Yeah.
We heard, of course, someone did blow it up. That was one of the first rumors we heard. We've even heard items like it was struck down by a power above because it was demonic.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for coming out and talking to us.
Thank you so much.
We look forward to talking to you again soon.
All right.
And make
Sounds
sure
great.
you let us know if y'all find Bigfoot.
Don't worry, we will.
Okay.
We are Realty One Group, a lifestyle real estate brand that is doing things differently and untraditionally.
We are Crystal and Caitlin, a mother-daughter real estate team with Realty One Group Freedom. We too are known for our untraditional marketing, and this is one of the many reasons that we love Realty One Group. It's us again, Crystal and Caitlin, but this time we're on a golf cart and we've got a lot to show you, so hang on tight.
Hey y'all, today we are here with Todd Gibson and he's showing us around the park. We're at Richard B. Russell State Park. Tell us a little bit about the place.
Well, first off, the park is located in Elberton, Georgia, about 12 miles outside of the town, and about 35 to 40 miles outside of Athens, Georgia, and about 50 miles from Greenville, South Carolina. So any area in those areas, you are really close to the park itself. The park offers many amenities that would be very fun and exciting for any family that's looking for a family outing. Okay. We have 20 cottages, 28 campsites, and we also have this beautiful golf course located out here in the middle of Richard B. Russell Lake.
And it is absolutely gorgeous out here. We have actually had the privilege of camping here before, but we've never stayed in one of the cottages and we've never golfed here, but it's beautiful out here. We're about to.
The park is one of the most unique places in the area in this part of Georgia. It's located in what's known as the Piedmont. So the Piedmont is the transitional area between the flatlands and the actual mountain areas that you go when you go just a little slightly farther north. So you have everything from hardwoods and softwood trees. So pines, oaks, they're all in this area here. And it creates one of the most beautiful forested areas in this part of the state.
And you were telling us a little bit before about how Arrowhead Golf Course got its name.
Well, if you look at it from up above at the sky view, it actually looks like a giant arrowhead coming out on this peninsula.
You were talking to us earlier about the Olympics that were in Atlanta.
Yes, so the 96 Olympics were located in Atlanta, and actually on the water right out here was the training area for many of the teams in the rowing, or for the Olympic rowing teams.
That's awesome.
Also, you just come visit for the day. I mean, we have golf, we have disc golf, swimming, fishing, and a little bit of everything. And if you get hungry while you're here, come to the golf course and you can eat a sandwich at the pro shop.
My name's Phil Rosenberg, and I just want to say welcome to Arrowhead Point. I'm sort of the unofficial ambassador of this place. It's a beautiful golf course with beautiful scenery. Y'all come see us.
And y'all, we hit the jackpot with Phil down at the golf course. He was absolutely a champ. He just jumped right in there and was willing to give us an interview. And we found out that he's also from our area, so we'll be back in touch with him when we go visit Lake Secession.
Arrowhead Point being one of the best kept secrets in Georgia, in upstate Georgia. It's a beautiful golf course, a beautiful layout. Very affordable golf, and of course with the state, it being a state-run golf course, we like to try to keep it affordable for everybody because we want everybody to come and enjoy, and we want everybody to come and learn how to play golf. It's something that'll last a lifetime, and I promise you, you bring your kids out here and play golf, you won't ever hear anybody getting in any trouble on a golf course. Now maybe hanging out on the square, they might get in trouble, but you bring them out here on a golf course and you'll be fine. It's a little hard to get to, but once you figure out where it is, you'll be back. I promise you that.
Every project brings different types and amounts of waste, and it can be difficult to know exactly how to choose the right size container. At Local Waste Management, we offer a number of options and equipment to efficiently meet your needs.
Madden Motors, where our word and a handshake still means something. Shop MaddenMotor.com for quality and dependability you can count on.
All right, we are at Ruckersville Farms and Greenhouses with Gordon and Tess Bray, the owners. How long have y'all been here?
This is our 6th year here. We grow lots of annuals, perennials, vegetables, herbs. We have beautiful hanging baskets at really great prices. You can't beat our prices. We're a locally owned family business. It's just me and my husband. We would love for you to come visit us. We are at 1978 Harpers Ferry Road in Elberton, Georgia. We have a Facebook page, Ruckersville Farm. You can also look at our website for availability at ruckersvillefarm.com.
She has cilantro. Fun fact about me, I freaking love cilantro. So we're going to taste some. just right off the stem. I'll eat it anyway. Y'all, it's so good. Y'all gotta come here. All right, what would you say your most popular item is?
We sell a lot of hanging baskets. We have beautiful combos you're not going to find anywhere else, and we really care for our plants, so we have big, huge hanging baskets for a very good price.
All right, and you still have time to come get one before Mother's Day.
Yes.
Among a lot of the plants here, I love verbena, but I noticed they have superbena here. So I'll ask Tess, tell me a little bit about the superbena here.
So the superbena, you have different types of verbena. Some of them will grow upright and more fuller. The superbena, it trails more, so it's more trailing. People love, and you can see on this one how it'll trail down in a hanging basket or a container, and they love the trailing kind. So come out and see us at Bruckersville Farm. We are a small family-owned business, and we have 6 grandkids, and even the grandkids like to play in the dirt with us. So we would love for you to come out and visit us.
I do really like wine, but even more so, I like that the winery has events like the paint and sip we did, and now this candle making class.
Caitlin and I come over here for a paint and sip the other night, and we absolutely love this place, and we think more people need to know about it. So how long have you been doing this?
Well, actually, we've only been open for 2 months, and we purchased the property, I believe, last October. So I've never owned a winery before. This is all new to me. So we're just, figuring it out as we go.
Well, you guys are doing a great job so far. So
thank you so much.
What is your favorite part about it?
I love to entertain. So the joke with my husband is that before we had the winery, I always wanted an excuse to have a party, to have people over.
That's perfect.
And so he said, he used to always say, oh, another party, or this is a lot of money. And so now he said, great, so now you can entertain all of Elberton. So it's just been awesome. All right, so this is the Scuppernong, the Georgia Flight, which is the sweet flight. And then number 2 is peaches, and I have this little card to help you because I don't like when I go to a winery and they give me 4 wines and they're like, okay, one is this, 2 is this, and then I'm like, which one was which? And then they don't even remember. And I'm like,
yeah, these little boards are really nice.
Yeah.
All right, so you have some exciting news coming up.
Yes, we have a spring bridal open house on Saturday, May 13th from 10 to 12. I've had a ton of brides reach out to us, and we just opened saying, when are you going to have weddings? And so I had to get the ball rolling because it's definitely bridal season, wedding season. So we are having a ton of vendors, anything you can think of. We even have photo booths, people coming. So we're really excited about that. And so we invite all brides to come out. And on Sunday, on the 14th, we're gonna have a Mother's Day brunch. So we're really excited to, just get the party going. Yeah.
Serving the upstate and surrounding areas with dedication and commitment. Electric City Insurance Service is your local insurance company. Need insurance for your home or business? We've got you. Auto, RV, or motorcycle coverage? No problem. New driver or less than perfect driving record? That's okay. We've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Electric City Insurance is best. Get the one-on-one insurance expertise you deserve. Call 760-1020 today or stop by for a free quote.
Well, everybody, we done toured Hunter Granite. We went to Begley's over here. Now we're having a good old meal here at Richard's. I'm going to actually find out, we got a sign out here that said loving memory of Oscar.
We're trying to figure out who Oscar is.
We're going to find out who, because Mr. Jerry here, we met inside, and I was asking the people that we were with about the Monument Duchy that was from the Civil War, I do believe. Well, this gentleman was walking by, and I just so happened to ask him because I'm a shy person. And tell us a little bit about the Duchy.
Duchy was made and was contracted out to be a Confederate monument. But when they got Duchy made,
he looked like more like the northern soldiers than he did the southern soldiers. So the controversy, they finally took him down and buried him on the square. Then, after so many years, they came in, started digging around, and they found Dutchie buried on the square in Elberton, Georgia.
And he's risen out of the ground, and he's in the Granite Museum here. And tell me this other interesting fact.
The other one is Old Dan Tucker, the song Old Dan Tucker. And Old Dan Tucker was buried over here. He's on Russell Lake. He's in Herdmont. And the song was wrote about him, Old Dan Tucker. So if you need to look it up, look up the Old Dan Tucker song.
And he's buried right over here?
Yes, he's on the lake. Mm-hmm.
Right over here on
Herdmont.
What other fun facts can you tell us here about Elberton?
Well, you've got a lot of the Herd families from here, and they was one of the biggest, I guess, some of the biggest families here on land back in the, 30s and 40s?
Right, but you can trace it all the way back to the American Revolution. People came here, were planters from Virginia. And the governor, this was all part of Wilkes County at one time. Wilkes County was huge. And the legislature back in the early 1800s carved off hunks of Wilkes and created a Hart County and Elbert County and some of the other counties.
Okay.
But this Elberton started back in the late 1700s, right around here, right over here. There's a Granite Bowl. It's one of the biggest stadiums in Georgia. And they made that back in the 40s and 50s. The local people donated bulldozer work and scrap granite to make that. There's a stream under there. If you get out and go down in the park, you'll see the stream. You can't see it because there's all this granite.
You can hear it running on the south end of the field.
Right.
Oh, wow.
But Elberton got started because there was an Indian trail, and people were driving turkeys down, and they said, hey, this is a good place to stop with these turkeys because there's a water source right here, and it became a wide spot in the road, and it grew from there. And it started, the middle of Elberton started right over here where that spring is, before people had wells. Now, this is part of Georgia 72 out here. This is 17 and 72 merged. 72 is supposedly Georgia's oldest highway. There's a granite marker on the side of the road down on 72 on the Cone Falls Highway.
Okay.
And supposedly it is an old Indian trail. When you go down through there, if you're paying attention, all the water to one side runs toward the Beaverland Creek, which runs into the Savannah River. And all the water on the other side runs down to Broad River, which runs into Savannah. They come together down at Bobby Brown Park. So the Indians found the high ground and put the highway on the top of what is now Georgia 72. Hey, Tony.
Wow.
Well, folks, it's time to wrap this week's episode of Hometown Road Trip up. There was so much going on in Elberton, we'll probably have to make a trip back. And we want to give a special thank you to Shaw's Grading. We're still trying to get that commercial cut. Still ain't quite got it done yet, but you guys call them for all your grading needs. When you want to turn a forest into a backyard, Shaw's Gradings is the guys to call.